Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Math Spark. I'm Neil and in today's video I'm gonna dive into another challenging SAT exam question and using three different strategies for solving this question. So without further ado, let's get started. The question is, the perimeter of an equilateral triangle is 624 centimeters. The height of this triangle is k square root of 3 centimeters, where k is a constant. What is the value of k? Okay, the first strategy is using Pythagoras theorem. We know that in any equilateral triangle, we have three equal sides, and in order to find AC, BC, or AB, we just need to divide 624 by 3, and the length of each side is 208 centimeter. And AH, which is the height of this triangle, is k square root of 3. And how about HC? AH in equilateral triangle is the bisector of BC. So in order to find HC, we just need to divide 208 by 2. So HC is 104 centimeter. So in this triangle, AHC, we can write Pythagoras theorem. We know that AC squared equals to HC squared plus AH squared. In fact, the square of hypotenuse equals to the sum of squares of two other legs. Okay, AC is 208, HC is 104, and AH is k radical 3. We can simplify this fraction and subtract 104 squared from both sides to maintain the balance of the equation and find the square root of this side of the equation. Okay. So k square root of 3, you can use your calculator, gives you square root of 32,448, and in order to find k, just need to divide both sides by square root of 3, which is 104, the value for k. Okay, so this is the first strategy. And now jump into the second one. Now I'm going to use trigonometry for solving for k. Okay, AC is 208 centimeter, HC is 104 centimeter, and AH is k radical 3. We know that in any equilateral triangle, we have three equal angles with 60 degrees measure, and AH is the bisector of angle BAC. So we know this part of angle A is half of 60 degrees, which is 30 degrees. Okay, and now we have a right angle triangle, and we can use trig ratio because we need to find AH, and this is the opposite to 60 degrees, and we know the length of AC, which is the hypotenuse. So the related trig ratio is sine of 60 degrees, which is opposite side AH or k radical 3 over hypotenuse, which is 208. And we know that sine of 60 degrees is a square root of 3 over 2. So we have an equation in form of fractions, and I'm going to solve for k. Now I can simplify or cancel out the square root of 3. So in order to find k, we can divide 208 by 2. And the answer is 104 for k. And this was the second strategy using trigonometric. Okay. Last but not least is a trig. Okay, when we have an equilateral triangle, we can find the height of this triangle by using this formula. Radical 3 over 2 times AC. In fact, the height of an equilateral triangle equals to radical 3 over 2 times the lengths or the side lengths. And AH is height of this triangle. You can use this formula in any equilateral triangle. And AH is K radical 3 and AC is 208. So K square root of 3 equals to this fraction times 208. And again, we can cancel out the square root of 3. 2 times, or k equals to 208 over 2, which is 104. Okay, the final answer for k in all three methods is 104. You can use any of them for solving such questions. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.